Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it. Hi.
Hey, boys and girls, how are you?
We made it today.
Yay!
Oh, I had a rough end of my week last week.
Yes, you did.
I'm not young anymore, Hank. I can't handle these things.
No, neither am I. I'm the one who's really not young anymore.
Oh, I was struggling on the struggle bus. We didn't even get a chance to talk about your anniversary
Yes.
and all of your trip in Boston. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, anniversary. First of all, we had a great time, but not without stories.
Bring them.
Well, we asked people through Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else
Yep.
for suggestions for a restaurant, and one name kept coming up. So Mari made the reservation, and she believed the restaurant was in the North End. She's not a city girl. So we're at the hotel. We stayed at the Westin. She had points, so we got a
Perfect.
We were one of those people in the corner room.
Oh,
Ooh.
you fancy.
We were fancy schmancy, and his dinner reservations were at 7:00, and it gets to be like 7:30. I mean 6:30, and I said to her, "Hey, Mari, we really got to get going if we're going to get to the North End."
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, the restaurant's just a minute away." I said, "A minute away? Well, whatever. Whatever." So call the Uber, get in, and the guy swings out from around the hotel, and he starts saying to us, "Are you sure this is the restaurant you want to go to?" And Mari goes, "Yeah, I got the reservation, everything else." He literally drives to the other side of the building across the street. And he said, "Well, here you are." So Mari said, No, it's in the North End. It must be another restaurant." And he said, "No, this is the only one." So we were literally within walking distance.
You could have just stepped
And
outside.
we stepped outside and we called an Uber. Great start
I love
to the evening. It gets better. This is on me. At the end of the night, we asked the waitress to obviously take our photo.
Yeah.
So we're in a corner booth and we have to scooch together. So I kind of use my foot to push myself a little
Yeah.
to scooch over, and I moved the table, and all the glasses went flying.
No. Hank was doing like a kitchen magic show. And for my next trick,
Glass went flying.
that's amazing. I love a good spectacle at dinner.
A spectacle. We were here. There's a couple on the other side, and the guy got wet and everything else. And oh my goodness, it was embarrassing. The next day, we decided one of the things we wanted to do was walk Newbury Street.
Yeah.
And first of all, when you walk Newbury Street, one of the things you notice is none of the window displays have prices.
Right.
Because if you have to ask, you probably can't afford
You
it.
don't belong
and
here.
It's Newbury Street.
Wrong street for you.
So we walked up and down and we went into Joe's to have lunch.
Not Stephanie's.
No, Joe's. And sat at the bar, very nice, the whole bit. And as we're walking out, we passed this table and someone says, "Hey, you're the couple that celebrated your anniversary last night."
Shut your mouth right now. You're infamous.
And it's the same guy I spilt on. And he looks at me and he says, "Spill anything yet today?"
They're like, "Check, please. Get us out of here before you start
Get us out of
throwing
here.
stuff."
Oh my God, it was hilarious. It was just, but you have to have a story. I mean, it's a
Well,
story.
And also, you now know that whether that couple was on vacation or a local, that you were in the places that are the good places.
Yes.
Because they were also on that same trip as you. So,
right. So the restaurant we went to the second night, it was on Columbus Ave. I forget the name of it. But when we were having lunch, when we got to the hotel, we struck up a conversation with the guy who was sitting by himself. And he was the chief financial officer of Tufts Medical.
oh,
And, what are you doing here? All that other stuff. So he recommended this restaurant that apparently he lives in an apartment up above.
Okay.
It's a very well-known French restaurant in Boston, apparently. And we had a very nice meal. The waiter, his parents used to have a cottage in Harwich and everything else. And we're getting ready to go. And he says, how are you guys going to get home? And Mari says, well, I'm going to call. He says, no. We have a car.
Oh.
Anyone within 2 miles of the restaurant will drive them home.
I would like a dining restaurant that has a car so that they will take me home.
Let me see if Joe's available. So we pay our bill and we walk up front, and there's Joe with his Mercedes.
Wow.
And he drives us back to the hotel.
I love this.
Yes, it was kind of cool.
Did you hear that, Dino? I want to ride home from Mondays.
In a Mercedes, if you would kindly, please.
Hysterical. Good morning, Gina. Robert, thank you very much. And Miss Emily made it home last night, 10 p.m. You had a long day at the Big E. I hope you guys had fun. She
went to the Big E.
She went to the Big E.
Did she take the Lemonadio baby?
She took the Lemonadio baby. The mom, I guess her grandparents live out that way.
Oh, okay.
And so they went and hung out and spent the night right out. She left right after the market and then went up that way. And she hooked up with our bone sauce guys.
Cool.
And apparently they're going to come and do one of our Christmas markets.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, hang on, folks, for that one.
The biggest personalities ever. I absolutely love them. Joe from the Bone Sauce. If you've not gotten a chance to try it, you're going to have another one because they'll be at one of our Christmas markets.
They
Definitely plan for it.
The food is amazing. He's amazing.
Yep. Mari says, don't forget how your wife got picked up.
Oh, my God.
So you're crashing things, you're breaking things, you're making memories, you're meeting people because you spilled things on them. And now your wife's gotten picked up.
So we came back the first night of dinner, anniversary night. And Mari says, let's go in the bar. Let's get a glass of wine, take it up to the room. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So we go in the bar and it's crowded. And she speaks to a waiter who waves to one of the bartenders and says, a glass of wine or whatever. And the bar was really crowded. So Mari was just going to put it on the room.
Yep.
So I kind of stepped back because I didn't want to add to the crowd, and she was just going to go up and sign the thing. So she goes up to sign the thing, and she's leaning over an empty chair, and there's an empty chair, and then there's a guy, and he pulls the chair out next to him. Well, from a distance, it looks like he's just being a nice guy.
Right.
And he motions. Well, what I didn't know was he was saying, why don't you sit here? So, and she just like ignores him.
No,
and she's trying to sign the bill. So has her phone here. He takes it and puts it in front of the empty seat. And she takes it back. So now I'm noticing, this doesn't seem right.
Wow.
So I start to walk forward, and then he puts his arm out to put his arm around me.
Stop.
And I have a temper.
No, not you.
And I walked up and I said, just my wife.
Oh, wow.
And he mumbled something, and I just said, stop, shut up.
That's so weird.
And out we went. So she's telling people that the guy was tall, dark, handsome, and sober.
Oh. Mari, I got to know about this one.
We just went off the air.
I know.
Visually.
I don't know what's going on with our camera. So
that's right. I forgot about that story, Mari. There we go. Oops.
No, this is the close-up version of our camera. Here, you can take it while I try and fix that.
There we go. This is what happens with live TV, folks.
Right? You gotta deal with it.
You gotta deal with
it.
At least we have an opportunity to fix it.
Maybe.
Unlike when we're at Mashpee TV, when we are left like all alone, and there's no one there to help us, and something's going ba-bing. And I've never heard that before.
Right.
But then again, I never heard the water heater before, or whatever it was. What is that?
It's the camera.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's decided to not work anymore, who knows?
It doesn't work. Well,
Could
it works
be a
this way.
battery thing. Could be a lot of things, Hank.
Okay. Well, can you guys hear that?
I know, right?
That's interesting.
Well, we'll have to do our close-up version of this. We got a lot to talk about today. We don't
Okay.
have time for camera problems.
No. And we're fine. We're fine on a close-up version. I may not be tall, dark, and handsome, but it'll be okay. Oh, then she go? Now she's gone. She's left me all alone. Oh my God, I'm all alone now. Let's see. What do I do now? Well, let's see. I saw this on the news this morning. I'll keep the chat going. That Amazon has told all its employees that they want them back in the office within the next couple of months. And that the whole hybrid work from home thing is over for Amazon. And I just wonder how many other companies are doing that we're just not aware of. Because there was a story in the news yesterday about a study that employees say that they are feeling pressured to come to work when they don't feel good. And I thought we were kind of over that. I thought we learned the lesson of if you don't feel good, you stay home. But we're not exactly normal employees. So we really don't know. I mean, we both work crazy hours. I mean, I'm allegedly retired and yeah, that doesn't happen. So, but if you're out there, folks, if you're, working full time there we go. If you're working full time for a company, have you been asked to come back to the office?
We're a little sideways, but you're just going to have to deal with us that way. I can only do so many things.
Right. But she fixed it. So what was it? The battery?
I think it's the battery. We'll have to see. What's up, Jen?
Oh, gee, the battery again.
Liz, how are you? And Nate says, good morning, the dynamic duo of live streaming and on the air. That's us. We got to go, Nate, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
person of the year right here.
Oh God, that's so weird.
No, it isn't.
It's awkward. Someone's like, congratulations, thank you, person of the year. I'm like, what does that even mean?
We just all go, oh look, it's the person of the year.
That's you.
That's her.
Like, what did she do? I don't know. I'm just a person.
No, you do cool stuff.
We do a lot of stuff here at Lemonadio, and it's just getting bigger as it goes.
Yes.
Apparently, we're wading our foot into a little bit of karaoke. Curtis is going to be doing some karaoke for us.
Oh boy.
Over at House of Hatchets. So
House of Hatchets, where is that?
That's in Hyannis.
Okay.
Oh. So it's right near in the Bobby Burns Plaza.
Oh, okay.
So Cliff is a retired police officer from Falmouth and purchased this place. Revamped. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful in that little plaza.
To throw hatchets in.
Yeah. Okay. But also it's just a big area. He's having comedy there. AJ will be there this Friday doing some comedy stuff. Like there's a good little stage area and a good little bar area inside, because what could go wrong? Booze and axes.
Booze and axes with a comedian. If he's not funny.
Thank you, Mari. She says it means you're a great asset to the Cape Cod community. I appreciate that. And that's exactly what we're doing. I cannot believe we are here talking about our final four four farmers markets. And then we're just already full on Christmas mode. We've got over 150 applications in for the Christmas markets.
Wow. And
so
that's going to be where the farmers market is.
Yep, exactly.
Until it snows.
Yeah, well, we've only got 4 of them, so hopefully there'll be no snow.
Okay.
Although I was looking at the Farmer's Almanac today going, oh, can you push the frost off just a little bit? I have tomatoes that are almost there. Let them get there.
Because it might be frosty at the end of the week, I think I heard.
Is anybody else's pet going wild? I don't know if it's just mine because Lily's gone or if it's like full moon stuff, but my cat is on a murder spree. Every single day there's a wildlife dead something in my yard, and it's really, truly upsetting. Cody went to go mow the lawn yesterday, and there was a rabbit that was impeding. And then yesterday there were like 2 birds in my driveway. Like he's mad. He's real mad, and he's murdering things. I think it's Lily.
He's mad. Lily's gone.
I don't know. I don't know if this is what triggered the murder spree, or he's like, okay, I'm bringing things to you guys. You guys can't fend for yourself.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I locked one of our cats in the back room.
Oh.
I would go into bed, walk to the, okay, with the cats was the cats, and I checked in the back room, which we lock. It's a 3-season room, so we have a door and we lock it at night.
Yeah.
And I get up in the morning and I looked, down to where the three-season room is, and there's this little face looking up through the glass. And I went, oh,
Hi, it's me. Shoot.
did you forget me, Papa? And it's quote unquote my cat that I locked in.
Yeah.
So she's not happy. And then the other one, Mari's cat, he is a little wacko.
Oh, well, maybe it's just full moon energy right now. Not only is it a full moon tonight, it's a partial lunar eclipse and a super moon. Bring on the crazy. I'm used to it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. The moon is bigger than it normally is. And also, we're going to have a partial lunar eclipse if we can see anything. But every time I feel like there's something celestial to see, we have clouds. It's like, cue the clouds. It's Cape Cod. They only get clouds.
And what is it Darren Martini used to say? What used to be in retrograde? Oh, Mercury's in retrograde.
Right. Whatever. I'm just used to it. But this is part of our life now at this point.
Yep.
Is Cliff going to be Santa? No, we have Hank.
Ho, ho, ho. I looked the part. Although I'm trying to lose weight, so maybe I won't.
I'll take a skinny Santa. I don't care. No, we can't compete with the Mashpee Commons Santa. So wherever they put Santa, we'll have elves and all kinds of other stuff.
Right.
But there can only be one Santa.
Absolutely. Because there only is one Santa.
Right. Exactly. So that'll be Mashpee Commons Santa.
Right.
This should make the loadout tonight go really well. Perfect. And Robert was saying how it was kind of a little bit sad. He said, I just walked by Newbury Street yesterday. He said a lot of the stores are empty.
Yeah.
A lot of new construction.
Mm-hmm.
And the Atria Woodbriar has a car, just like a couple for perfect. Thank you. The Atria. I'm not ready to retire quite yet to get my car. Thank you.
No. But we did discover in the Prudential Mall, or the mall that's connected with the Prudential.
Yep.
The store called Italy.
Oh, yes.
Mario
Batali's.
All things. Oh, it is?
It is. Was.
I
think they've removed his name from it.
Huge Italian market.
Mm-hmm.
It's all products from Italy. And there's a couple of little tiny restaurants in it. So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Cliff and I celebrated our anniversary at Italy in Chelsea last year when we were in New York.
Yeah.
I love it. It was great. They had like a big band playing with a stand-up bass. I was like, we're staying here and having snacks.
Right.
I like
this. Just all kinds of food.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yummy, expensive market.
Yes.
But it was delicious. Good morning, Miss Cindy. She said, it's 7 a.m. here in Mexico. I noticed that you guys were live. She thought my people. Mm-hmm. Quick fun fact, Jared forgot to pack toothpaste. Now we got to go open the store resort for open while we're walking around with his dragon breath. Perfect.
And how much will they charge you for toothpaste, dare I ask?
Doesn't matter. She's at a topless resort. She's top optional. Sorry, Cindy. Didn't mean to throw you under the bus. Definitely.
So is Cindy? Never mind.
Yeah, she's Cindy.
Oh, so she's topless.
I don't know. I never really asked her if she was partaking in the activities or if she was just a viewer.
No.
A voyeur.
He's the viewer.
Yeah, right.
Let's be clear about that. He's the viewer.
She said maybe it's going to cost a bra. Matt, I've been dying to go to Portugalia in Fall River, the Portuguese version of Italy.
Really?
They've got a big rooster out front.
Uh-huh.
I saw some photos of it. But since you never call me when you're about to go do fun food things, I might just have to go by myself. Thanks a lot, Pitta.
And where is it? Fall River?
Yes. Right? We need a trip to Portugalia. Mm-hmm. I need to go see my people.
See your people.
Get
That's
the
right.
sausage.
Those are your people. You're half those people.
I'm half of those people.
Right.
What's up, Kelly? Thanks for joining us. I had the worst conversation with my father yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it's he can't hear anymore or if he's just completely consumed with his ailments.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, excited when we won a couple of awards the other night. Pitta, congratulations. I think you took home a truckload of awards.
Yeah, he did. They did a nice job.
Yeah, right.
They do a nice job.
I showed you the rooster. Huge. Thanks, Pitta. You took home a truckload of awards for Thurwood Place. Congratulations to you. You guys do a really good job. Got to hang out with him over at the Seaside Le Mans There was a little video that Mo Cheeks put out of us having a conversation with Doug the Quahog.
Oh, okay.
Very entertaining. Pitt has always got the one-liners and the zingers, so I appreciate that.
Right.
And the
And,
quick
and
thinking.
of course, Doug always had a lot to say.
Oh, Doug always has a ton to say. He really does. He's very active in our community as well.
Mhm.
He should be Quahog of the year. We should give him a little sash, little something.
Yep.
I'm putting him up for the award, Matt.
Okay.
So I'm talking to my dad yesterday, and he is just going on and on. Like he just came back from this tournament. He's playing golf with his buddies, 4 days. God, I'm in Maryland. What are you in Maryland for? I'm playing golf with the guys. Like,
Okay.
what guys? You don't have any friends. It's my cousin Michael's friends
Okay.
that he hangs out with. So now he's got a new lease on life and thinks he's young. Well, he's not. So he hurt his shoulder. So now he's, I'm going in for surgery tomorrow. Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this one? It's not good. It's not good.
Really? Surgery?
He's going in for surgery for his shoulder.
He screwed it up that bad playing
Apparently.
golf?
Oh, it's whenever my dad has an ailment, it's not just bad, it's bone on bone. It's like, it's got to be so extra. Clearly, I came from somewhere. My dad's storytelling is just supersedes mine. Like,
Mhm.
it's just, he'll go and go and go. Like, I was not even part of the conversation, and I could hear somebody else was beeping in. And I gotta go. I gotta take this call.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
All right.
Thanks.
It's one of the guys.
Congratulations to you, daughter, for doing great things where you live.
Right.
I gotta go. Bone on bone. I gotta have my surgery. I gotta talk to my friends. I'm busy. Actually, who was beeping in was my daughter,
Oh,
who had also had a very big weekend for herself.
yes. If you saw the video.
Well, apparently, maybe she was, calling my dad to compare war wounds from their
Oh,
big
okay.
weekends away, because she decided to take 2 buses and a train to Worcester
Mm-hmm.
to connect with her girlfriends to go to Scream Con or whatever it was, where
Yeah.
she goes every single year with her friend Angie. And this year was, I told him to shuck up. I love it.
Clever.
So she goes, she's having a good time. I think, they're just doing one of those boring Comic-Con things.
Right.
Last year she met Skeet Ulrich or whatever. This year there were a couple of other horror movie people in there.
Mhm.
And then the video of the mosh pit and the crowd surfing emerges.
Mhm.
Eva thought it was Mackenzie.
Oh, really?
She calls me the next day and she goes, I typical. I thought it was Mackenzie. I was like,
No.
She goes, then I realized it was Lillian as I watched it again. And I was like, what the heck?
What is she doing?
Not only did she have that crowd surfing moment, but somehow when she landed,
Mhm.
she lost a shoe
Oh, a
or
shoe.
broke a shoe. Either way, there was security guards and the medical staff that helped duct tape a shoe for her so that she had a second piece of footwear to continue on the party. Like, that didn't stop. And then she called my husband on Monday and said that she had a bangover.
A bang over.
Apparently this is a headbanging music people type thing where they don't have a hangover from that. They have a bangover from the
Bangover.
loud music and all of the things.
I see.
So
Okay.
luckily she doesn't have any classes on Monday. This kid really planned her schedule well.
Yeah. Yeah. And she obviously misses home and is having a hard time settling into being out on her
Very,
own.
very much missing us all.
I know it. Crying every night. Crying every night. Where's mommy and daddy?
You're right. So I'm like making dinner last night. I was abandoned by my 2 boys. It's late night dinner. It's like 8:30. And I text her, miss you, love you. And then immediately calls, say miss me. But it's like in a room full of people because
Right.
she's the social butterfly right now at college. I'm just really excited for her to have her own life.
Yes.
I think she was ready for it always. And she definitely needs this moment. Just needs to learn how to make money. So
Right.
we're working on it. It's an emerging skill. She's a
Right.
hard worker. I guess she took some job interviews yesterday and
Well, there's lots of places to work up there. I mean,
plenty.
Salem is a small city, but it's a nice city and all kinds of stuff, cultural and whatever.
it's
So-
about to be their whole holy holiday month. Hank.
Oh, I know. There'll be stuff going on.
Oh, I'm aware because I've got roped into something. Lisa Z dragged me into, apparently she's leading the parade for like opening ceremonies of witch ceremonies.
How did Lisa Z get involved in that?
I don't know. So the tourism board has gotten Lisa involved in this, and she is leading this parade and is also supposed to DJ the after party, but apparently can't do both at the same time. So who
Mhm.
does she drag into this? That's it.
The person of the year.
So, number one DJ also.
Oh, number one DJ. How could we? Okay, then who could ask for anything more?
Well, so now she's got me. I was like, what do I DJ at a witch festival? I don't know what to play.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I got to do a little deep dive into some music. I'll be
Mhm.
transferring in the spring, and it will definitely be a big chance to get away from
Mhm.
home. Nate, we're really excited
Yep.
to see what you do. I loved filling in for Lisa at your class this week. We did like a little exercise.
Mhm.
They were pretty high speed. I
Really?
really like this advanced class
Oh,
because
good.
I gave them a little instruction. It was like 15, 20 minutes, then
Mhm.
had them go do the activity that
Yeah.
I gave them. And then I just bopped around from studio to studio to make sure
Yeah.
they were all doing it right. It was really nice.
Good.
It's been a while since it's been less than hands-on.
Right.
They're really motivated, high-speed students this semester. And I'm loving what you guys are going to be learning because it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Good morning to you. It was great to see your face on Sunday. He stopped by. He was getting a little footage of Kara,
Uh-huh.
Canine Kara,
Canine Cara.
who is Officer Katie Hennessy's comfort dog. She's
Ah.
also our resource officer at the Mashpee Middle High.
Mm-hmm.
So Kara goes around and loves to sit on people's feet, loves
Very
to just
cool.
enjoy. Yeah, it's very much different from the other dogs that you see, the working class.
Right.
She's like, let me sit in your lap and lick your face.
Right.
Super sweet. So yeah, he was down there on all fours getting footage of her. And we also had Louie from Mills River Rescue. So I
Uh-huh.
got to hang out with the little mini pony.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so cute.
I love Mills River Rescue. If you've not checked out this nonprofit, they do such wonderful things for any animal.
Mhm.
Any animal that needs a home later in life or has just been maltreated. They just take them, feed them, care for them. And the amount of volunteers that are involved, it takes a village. It really does. And we need all of them, all 13 of ours for sure. What's up, Kareen? And thank you very much, Miss Kelly. I appreciate you. Josh and I produced Certified Classics. Yes, you most certainly did. I'm looking forward to seeing your production skills develop. I could definitely use an extra hand or two in the
Uh-huh.
production field. Hank saw me doing production this morning
Yeah.
before we had to work.
Right.
It's always something.
It's always something. Well, we were talking about that. I mean, when you work at home, as we both do, how do you stop working when you work at home?
You don't. It's bad. You really, really have to train yourself. Yesterday, I thought, all right, I completed this task. I was working on a grant application.
Mhm.
Oh, God. It was painful.
Yeah.
I'm like, submit. Nope, something's not done. Submit. Nope, something's not done.
Yep.
It was it was like this big little checkbox
Yep.
that was at the very top of the application. But it took me getting up out of here. I was like, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. I'm going to go for a walk. Took the dog out,
Mhm.
walked around the garden. I got a little breath of fresh air, got a glass of water, sat back down at my desk and was like, oh, okay. It's right
Right.
here.
Oh yeah.
But then I said, you know what? I can't be down here anymore. So I moved spaces.
Mhm.
So by the time Cliff got home, it's 5:00 and I'm still working on my computer at the kitchen table.
Right.
I got to stop.
Right. Because there's always one more thing that you say to yourself.
Right?
I could do that tomorrow. See, I make a list for the next day when I think I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting there and I'm saying, you know what? That one right there, I could knock that off right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm back in front of the computer again.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, either it's doing stuff for Lemonadio or it's doing stuff for real estate or it's, you know, it just doesn't stop. And working in real estate, our company Today Real Estate is, if you call Zillow, if you're interested in a house,
Yep.
the calls actually go to Today Real Estate and to many of us. And the phone will sometimes ring at like 5:30. And I look at Mara and I go,
Do we want that?
do I want this one or not?
Right.
Do we want to take it or not? And I mean, it's a crapshoot. You never know. And sometimes it's, you know, it's okay. And then sometimes it's like, oh my God.
I've been up all night and I found this house. Make me have it. Thank
Right.
you.
Right. Oh yeah. The calls you get at 4 o'clock in the morning, you just
It's 50-50. It could be someone just starting their day and has been
Right.
planning. But who the hell calls someone at 4 a.m? Don't you know the rules?
Yep. No.
Not until after 8 a.m.
Well,
and not after 6 p.m.
You know when they call you by mistake, if when you go to take the call, they're not there.
Mm.
And then someone from Zillow comes on and they say, we're going to connect you with so-and-so. And the phone rings and rings and rings and rings.
Yeah, because you don't call anybody in 2024. That's weird.
Right. So
you have to plan to call someone in 2024.
Right. So you know that if they're not there when you pick up, and then they're not there when Zillow calls them, that they hit the, I want to see this house this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
By mistake. Well,
well,
maybe not by mistake. Maybe they meant it. And then they turned around to their partner and they said, hey, look at what, and the partner went, no.
Hang up the phone.
No. Hang up the phone. We're not going to do that right now. We've got to do something else.
Mari said, please call us direct if you need any real estate needs,
yes.
not Zillow.
Yeah. If you're here, it is, folks. We're going to have Mari on, I think, next Tuesday.
Yes.
Because statistically, Mari, you hear that? Because statistically, the best time to buy a home this year is the last week in September. So we'll have Mari on Tuesday to talk about all of that.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a little bit more inventory and
yes.
wiggle room right now.
Inventory is creeping up. Interest rates are starting to creep down. I wish I could remember the number. I'll have to find it. There's a significant amount of people who actually are in a financial position where they could buy a home, even as first-time home buyers, but they don't do it because, one, they don't understand that they have enough money to do it, and two, they've just been scared.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before, and I talk about it in our blog, and I talk about it when we meet with people. I think so many people have just been scared.
100%.
To do so many things. Buy a new car, buy a new house, do all kinds of things. They've just been scared.
You've been living life, right? It makes sense. It's
right.
not easy. And it's not cheap.
No, 2008 was 6 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the pandemic was in 2019, 2020. That was 4 years ago now. And people are still stuck. But to get back to my original point, I'm sorry, I digress. If you are working with a realtor, or if you know a realtor who you want to work with, and you see a house on Zillow you're interested in, call the realtor you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is if you call Zillow, you get Hank Sennett, you get Mari Sennett, you get, any number of realtors who are there to work with you. We don't represent the seller. We represent the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you call us, if we take you to see a home, the expectation is we're going to
work with us.
We're going to do business together.
Yeah.
And with the changes now in the business, we have to have a signed contract with a buyer before we show you a home.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. So it's the real deal now. You just can't go goofing. So
no goofing, says Hank.
No goofing. No goofing.
Good morning, Miss Angie. It was nice to kiss your face and squeeze you the other day. And hello, Miss Megan. How are you surviving? Hopefully good. I saw that you celebrated your anniversary. Happy anniversary to you.
Happy anniversary, Megan. How many years?
I don't know for her. I think it was 6 or 7, maybe more. Have I forgotten years? Longer?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell anymore. I can't remember. Somebody was saying something the other day and I was like, it's been a decade. You guys have been married. You've been doing the same thing for a decade.
Hey, we've been doing it for 35 years.
Yeah, right. No, but theirs has been a little tumultuous. I'm like, aren't you done that? You're not over that?
They've been kind of up and down.
Yep.
I see.
And I was like, when are you getting off that roller coaster? Just curious.
Yep. You're either on or you're off.
Well, we had guests in the empty bedrooms this weekend, so we possibly will have more guests.
Who?
You know who you are. But he does in fact work for us here at Lemonadio, and we had a house guest. I think we'll continue to still have a house guest.
He needed a place to go.
Correct.
Shall we say?
Yep.
Okay.
Get
when
me
I
off this crazy thing.
well, when I showed up Thursday morning and you were ill, but I didn't know it. All of a sudden, I heard somebody's voice.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, who the? It was Miss Bree.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were down here hooting and hollering 4 a.m. making commercials. Cliff came
Well,
down
see.
here like little raccoons, and he's like, "Are you kidding me right now?" I'm like, "I know. Leave us alone."
See, that's what I thought
Prosecco.
when I see
Poor choices.
see
You
most
said
mornings
it.
now. Most mornings now, I get up, I check my cell phone, no message from Steph. I make my coffee, watch the news, no message from Steph. I get in the shower, step out, no message from Steph. I check before I get in the car, no message from Steph.
She's a good girl.
And I feel like, okay, I'm good. And I don't look at my phone again, except those mornings when after I get in the car and stop at Dunk's and come over here, there is a message from Steph
Sorry, Thursdays are dicey.
that says, whoops, that says, I'm a train wreck.
Oh, 100%. Like I had to cancel the week. I had to cancel Marty. I had migraines on Friday. I definitely paid the price
Well,
of
if
all
you were
that
drinking
sugar.
Prosecco till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. We're not young anymore. I can't
No.
do those things.
No, you're not.
Mm-mm. Failed. I had no skin on my feet from those boots. I had to cancel my walkathon. I couldn't walk. I'm like, guys, I cannot do this anymore. I did have a fabulous birthday party on Saturday from a
Yep.
friend of yours that I got the
Yes.
we had an absolute blast.
Yes, Mari, I forget who, but Mari knows.
I had 3 pairs of socks on.
Yep.
But they were in dance and I love entertaining a group of people that are fun
Mhm.
and just want to dance and have a good time.
Yep.
And this group really did. We had an absolute blast. We had so much fun.
Mhm.
We were at Alberto's, and apparently Chris Ball was also at Alberto's celebrating his birthday
Oh, really?
on the front part. So I
Oh,
was like,
gee.
the place was full of birthdays, and it was
Wow.
all people I knew. I thought it was
great.
hysterical. Every room that I walked through,
Mhm.
but
But listen, I want you to learn what
I'll never learn.
what has taken me decades to learn. That sometimes you just have to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not that young anymore.
No, I'm not.
I mean, that's what happened to me Sunday. I didn't get to the market because I just woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm not that young anymore.
Taking a break.
I'm
We
taking
did
a
have
break.
blast.
I need a day.
Hey, Emily says, hey, she's the person of the year.
She can do whatever she wants. Oops.
Oh my God. You bang it out, Hank. It's all good. Hysterical.
And then we'll all have a bangover.
Well, yeah, exactly. Lily named it. We had a bangover kind of week. So here we are with it. Our question of the day is, what is one thing that you can't live without? Really?
And my wife, of course. But
Yeah, and you can't leave her alone apparently because she'll
no,
be
apparently I
swooped
can't.
up.
She's going to get picked up. My
I don't know.
goodness.
I don't think that there's one particular thing that I couldn't live without. I mean, if we're all forced to, we'll be fine without it.
Mhm.
I do function without coffee, actually scarily.
Mhm.
I can't think of one thing that I could absolutely not live without.
I don't think I could function without Mari.
Oh, there you go.
Seriously, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do sometimes.
I read an article about that fairly recently where it's like once you've cohabitated or been with someone so long that you kind of like this is what you do well, this is what I do well, and we stay in our lane sort of
Mhm.
and exist that way. We lose that skill on how to do the things that they do
Right.
for you.
Uh-huh. True.
So
True.
you're like, oh, that person has that thing,
Mhm.
whatever it is.
Well, see, I don't have to worry about figuring out what to do. She'll tell me.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. See, I don't have to worry, Mari, what I'm supposed to do here. Boop, she'll tell me.
What's one thing I can't live without? Cliff doing math for me.
Yep, there you go.
Running wires.
There you go. Cliff fixing stuff.
Well, no, actually, the funny part is that him and I are both we do the same things. That was my military job.
Mm-hmm.
Is stuff like Cliff and I connect on that tech nerd stuff.
Really?
So I know how to do it. He just does it so much faster and better than me that I'm like, go ahead. But I do know how it works.
Yeah.
So he's like, Stephanie, you know how to do it. And I'm like, oh, fine, I know. It's just you're faster about it, more efficient, take less time. For me, it's all about the time. If it's
Right.
gonna take me way longer, can't you just do that fact?
Mhm.
So I can do it.
I don't want to do
No,
it.
exactly. You're better at it than me. You're
Right.
so much better at it than me. Like last night where I was forced to make dinner at 8:30 at night because he had another project he had to wrap up.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, I am so lucky that I have the person of the year making me dinner. It's like, shut up. At least we still laugh about it.
Yep.
So that's the good part.
You know, you're going to have a whole 360, 2 days now
Every single one of them, Hank. I need to utilize. I need to capitalize on
that
this
you can
moment.
that you can be the person of the year.
So silly.
I just don't know.
Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on in Hollywood. We saw that Diddy was arrested,
Yes, finally. For what they're still not clear about.
indicted by a grand jury.
That's serious stuff, folks.
So there's a lot more than just his.
Is it business? Is it
I think it's
personal?
all of the stuff.
It's the sexual whatever stuff they've accused him of, or
It's obviously bigger than we know, because if you're having a grand jury convened for a situation,
right?
It's kind of big.
Yeah.
Kind of curious about it. I saw that J-Lo and Ben Affleck finalized, or they've put in the paperwork for their divorce, but now
Yeah.
they're hanging out, kissing, hanging out, making
No.
out. Like the pressure's off. We filed the divorce. Let's hang out now.
Let's hang out now. Maybe they're better off just being single. And
I think that they're just better off being with each other and not
have
having
the
that
pressure
pressure.
of being married.
For whatever reason, it doesn't work for them. It's clearly not working for Ben.
They're both train wrecks.
Yeah. Above is the answer that I couldn't. Medicinal herbs. There you go. Some people use it. Food is medicine. We're working on a nutritional whole program for next year's farmers market with food as medicine. And just eating healthier, because that is what we are really trying to do, is reduce the amount of pharmaceuticals we put in our body and use more herbs and medicine. Yep. I was yapping with our friends over at Core this past weekend. She sets up a shop and she's got some jewelry. She's got some homegrown herbs. She does a lot of teas and a lot of medicinal stuff. And Lisa was like, you're limping again. Did you need this? Do you need my tea? I said, I don't think my tea is going to help you. I have no skin on my feet, so that's not going to help. But have you tried the salve? Have you tried this?
Yeah.
Lady, that is not going to help what I did to my body. I did see that Whole Foods is about to open their new bigger, better market in October.
Yes. Still can't afford to go in there, but I'll walk around and look.
Sure. That is like, I feel like that's a specialty day. You know what I mean? Like we've got a big dinner or something.
Right.
Because if I'm going to spend $62 in cheese,
you're going to do it there. Yeah, but you don't do your regular groceries. Well, let me put it this way. Some of us don't do our regular grocery shopping at Whole Foods. Some of you may, and God bless you if you do. But the most of us, not so much.
They did do a nice little give back. I saw that they gave the Family Table Collaborative a van, because Family Table picks up a lot of their fruits, vegetables, produce, other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. What a nice gift to give a nonprofit here that does amazing work.
Yeah, they're a very good company.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not
full paycheck.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We know
doesn't go for me, unless it's something special. Then you go to Whole.
Right.
Then you go to Whole Foods.
It's a big day.
What I wish would come our way, and it's the constant rumor here up where we are.
Never getting it.
It's Trader Joe's.
Never happening. Yeah, you're right, Lynn. It is. His whole paycheck is right.
Right.
Yeah, we're never getting it. We courted that. It was the rumor in Mashpee that we were going to be getting that.
It's been the rumor the last. Well, we lived in Mashpee 2+ years now. It was the rumor, I think, the day we moved in.
Right.
The Trader Joe's was coming.
I'm glad it's away. I don't need it.
Oh, because you'd spend a lot of time there.
I'd just be there all the time. I'd more $2 wines and cheese and bread and stuff I don't need in my life.
Right.
Like my kryptonite can stay in Hyannis.
Yeah.
Keep it over there.
But when you go, I mean, when we go to Trader Joe's, let's go to Hyannis and go to Trader Joe's. We're in for it.
I'm really in an adjustment phase of life. Because it was always having to pick up this, having to go to BJ's, having to go here. I only have one kid at home now.
Yeah.
I'm only feeding an extra human. Really, it's very weird.
So you don't need a BJ's run necessarily.
No.
Yeah.
I don't need any of the things. I need to stop cooking like that.
Yeah.
And change our household practices just a little bit. There's definitely an adjustment period going on here.
Right.
I don't know. One little human that has just caused so much chaos for so long has removed herself from it. And we're like, wait a minute. That's what that was.
Right. It was her.
Well, she eats 2 bites of something and then it's trash. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we go to BJ's for the paper goods.
Yeah.
Snacks from Ariana for her lunch. So you get a big box of whatever. And the meat's pretty good there.
Yeah, for sure.
But we don't load up like we used to.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about canceling all of our services. There's a lot of different stuff. We're having an adjustment period here. And I'm like, I don't want to get too used to it just in case something happens.
Yep. Are you still doing Walden?
Yeah. We're still doing the Walden meat service. We're even cutting down on that because we don't need it.
Right.
Not that Lily ever ate it, but it's like between the 3 of us and our busy schedules, we're not eating like that anymore either.
No. I wouldn't imagine Cody, the football player, wants a little meat every now and then.
Oh my God, so much food. That boy eats so much food. Mom. Well, now I've got plenty of leftovers that I'm putting in Tupperware. I'm like, dinner's already made. Just heat it up. That's it. Just already made.
Yep.
I saw that Tito Jackson died.
Yeah, that felt strange to see that on the news yesterday morning.
Yeah. Because he's just 70.
Yes.
He's the 3rd Jackson brother out of the 9, just in case if you're wondering where he fell in it was always poor Tito.
Right.
poor, and then there was Tito.
Right.
But he was only 70.
Yeah, that was a weird one to see.
Yeah. They've definitely got the curse. Not much longevity in that family.
No, it's sad. I guess there's a trade-off. You have one, but you don't have the other.
Tiger Woods had another back surgery. He said this time it's a success.
Tiger, please. Just wait for the senior tour.
Yeah. Why are you doing that to your body?
Or just do corporate events. Companies will pay you billions of dollars
just to physically be there,
to go show up at an event and play golf with the CEO. Not that you need it. See, that's the thing. He doesn't even need the money anymore.
No.
But he also just can't play golf like the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is like more of a comfort surgery and less of a performance surgery.
His 6th or 7th back surgery, I think.
That's the thing. Like once you cut into that, I mean, I feel like you're always going to have pain. They always tell you, like once you have surgery on something, it's forever going to be an issue. So
yeah. And he's had a lot of surgeries.
many.
Yep.
There was I'm still questioning what happened over the weekend in Boston. There was the fight between Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro.
Yes.
On stage. Everybody's so excited. Haven't seen you guys in so long. And then there's like a huge argument.
Yeah.
Friends of ours were there at the show and they're like, it was so good, but it was so bad, but it was so good.
Right. Yeah. Jane's Addiction hasn't been around in a long time.
Right. And so I don't know what happened, what angered Perry, but it was a situation.
Well, his wife said something about pressure and animosity, and other people said, well, no, he has a problem again. So
yeah, maybe,
but guys, he's 65 years old.
Right. And having fights on stage.
What are you doing having fights on stage? What are you doing touring, first of all? But
please, there are way older guys out there on tour.
Oh, I know. If you can, you can. Rod Stewart's 80.
Right.
and there were people saying he should stop touring. We saw Rod Stewart, I think, last year in concert.
You said he still had a little in him.
Oh, he's got it. He still has it. He can do it. And as long as you keep, but then there's Frankie Valli.
Yeah.
Have you seen the clips of Frankie Valli?
No.
He's like Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, 4 young guys and him, and his mouth barely moves.
Poor thing.
He's
like a little puppet.
Oh, and I just don't. I don't know if he needs the money.
I think it's loneliness, honestly, because of years of just separating himself from his family.
Yeah,
he's kind of got nobody. Like that's what he's got left.
Yeah,
and that's what makes him happy. That's his family.
Right.
It is kind of sad when you've put your career first your entire life, and that's what you went in with and you're going out with.
Oh yeah, and you know who I've been watching clips of lately? Matt Rife.
Really?
Yes. His back
is growing on you.
He's growing on me. His back and forth with the audience can be really funny sometimes.
Oh, he does great crowd work.
He really does.
Yeah, that was his new special. Was his crowd work special?
His routine, but the crowd work back and forth.
I just don't find him. I don't like laugh out loud funny. He's amusing.
Oh, he is.
He's great at his craft, but I
Yeah.
don't find him laugh out loud funny. Stephanie, leave Matt Rife alone. RTB, you know how I feel about it. I said my truth.
Right.
And
Right.
comedy is subjective. You laugh at what you laugh at because you resonate with it. I just don't resonate with Matt Rife.
Yeah.
I just, it's not a age bracket I find entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy, though. He's going to bring some money to Rhode Island, in which he now has chosen to live,
Right.
which is bizarre to me, but it is.
Yep.
Emily says we need a market basket here. Yeah, we do.
Down this far. Down this
I'll
way.
take a market basket. I wish they would have put one of those in Falmouth. They're putting in an Aldi in Falmouth.
Yeah. Aldi.
I don't need, well, I mean, I think it's perfect for there because the middle of Aldi is a random Christmas tree shop in and of itself.
Yes.
So I think it's a great way to leave Christmas tree shop alone and make an Aldi down there.
Right. Right.
A good use of a Christmas tree shop abandonment.
Right. I mean, the story about Aldi's is its name brand products was a different name.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be their claim to fame.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. I don't know about paying, the 25 cents to get the cart. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Kathy says 1 teen boy equals feeding 3 people. 100%. RTB, you watched the Emmys. How was the show? Because I saw that Matthew Perry wasn't included in the Emmy salute to actors that we lost over the last year.
Really?
But they said he was, because it was included in last year's group.
Oh,
Which is why I think that we're just still talking about it because it was kind of a big
Right.
deal and there was more dredged up about it.
I walked in the room and Mari, what's that? The Emmys? The Emmys are on?
I know.
I just kind of missed
RTB said he fell asleep through some of it.
the whole hype for it, if there was any hype for it.
Yeah. I usually like watching a little bit of the red carpet stuff because that's usually when something fun happens. But I just haven't been watching anything lately. I've really been truly swamped with silly work stuff, but also, just here.
Right.
Very little relaxing time I've been doing RTB, as you like to say. I've been doing. Which, by the way, that is the Latin for work.
Really?
To do.
Really?
It was like, oh.
I should know that.
Well, I did a little work trivia. Hint, hint. If you are wondering what one of our rounds of trivia is this week, it includes work. Boo. Yesterday was National Working Parents Day.
Oh.
So that's what we were talking about a little bit with our House of Comedians. I had AJ and Dan Lyon on,
Right.
who's a Cape author.
Really?
I know. I talked to Teddy Murphy, celebrated his birthday yesterday. Happy
Yes.
birthday, Ted.
Yep. Mariana's taking his class again.
Excellent. He is going to be at our final kids market, which is coming up this Sunday. If you're looking for something to do with the kids, come on down to the Mashpee Farmers Market. We've got plenty of stuff for the kids to do. It's our final one. It's our final pop program. So we're going to have a Power of Produce party.
We will be there.
Excellent.
I'll make sure I'm well rested.
Oh my gosh. It has really been, September hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
It was like a sack of bricks that I've just been carrying all summer long. We've got some fun little things that are happening and I'm sneaking away.
You're sneaking away.
I am.
Where are you sneaking to?
I'm just going to run over to Charleston for a little bit and see my girlfriend for the weekend.
Oh, good for you.
I know. Last weekend of September. Emily, you're on your own for the market. I can do all of them. Like, that's it. I need to take at least one of them off. So I'm going to go see her in Charleston. Well, they were running a special. You know how you always get the, come over here. It's going to be $25 to go. And then you get sucked into one of their specials. I'm probably flying steerage, but JetBlue did a big special. So I'm flying there for the weekend for $80.
That's good. Wow.
Right? Round trip.
That is good.
Exactly.
How long is it going to take you to get there?
Well, there I'm direct. So 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
All right.
Coming home, that's the bleep show. Like, can you pick me up in Boston at midnight on a Monday?
Yeah, right. I'm leaving Charleston. I'm flying to Los Angeles, and then I'm flying to Boston.
He's not going to be happy with me.
Well, call Michael Anthony.
I'm going to. Can you get me at midnight on a Monday? Thank you. Appreciate you.
He's our guy.
I know. Well, I'm just really excited to spend a little time with Meredith. I haven't had a chance to see her since Lily's Sweet 16, and both of our girls went off to college. So I know.
Wow. I'm sorry.
And, she was my one visitor in the hospital when I had Mackenzie in South Carolina. She brought in a little balloon and then went to a rave. She's like, here you go. Glad you're having a baby. Bye. I'm going to a show. Lord knows what the hell she was on, but she looked like she was ready to go and have a good time.
But she knew enough to come.
She
it's
did.
It's the thought that counts. Thought that counts.
Oh, it was the blind leading the blind. Her and she ran the bakery that I worked at part-time. I was part-time at the radio station and part-time at the bakery, mainly because I was pregnant and I wanted to eat cakes. Don't judge me.
Oh my goodness.
And she had a broken arm. She had like 2 wrist breaks. So like it was her with a broken arm and me hugely pregnant running a bakery all by ourselves. I'm right on top of that, Rose. I got it.
Oh my gosh. So she was the one baking the cakes?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she now runs Three Little Birds Cafe. So if you're ever in Charleston, she's the owner and proprietor of Three Little Birds Cafe. Definitely go and stop on by.
And she plays a lot of Bob Marley.
Sometimes. Her daughter's name is Marley, but it's spelled like Marley of the Sea. Marley is her Meredith's middle name.
M-A-R-L-E.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like Mari. Very close.
M-A-R.
Yep. So she runs this fabulous bakery and makes the best Monte Cristo you have ever had in your entire life. Today is National Monte Cristo Day, which is the only reason why I'm harping on this.
Mm-hmm.
My most favorite sandwich, because I'm not a breakfast person.
No.
And I feel like this straddles the line of breakfast and lunch. It's a sandwich made of breakfast pastry.
Right.
So
you can have kind of both.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's my wading into. All right, I'll have breakfast if it's a Monte Cristo. It's delicious.
Right. I'll have brunch or whatever it is.
Yes. So if you get a chance ever and you're in the Charleston area, go check out Three Little Birds Cafe and tell Meredith I said hi. She'll probably not be there or hiding in the back because she's not one of those people. She's back in the house.
Back in the house. But she owns the house.
That's right. She is. Absolutely.
It's okay.
Well, because when you're the owner, there's always either like people want to talk to you or they've got complaints or they've got what you should do is
yes.
And I can only imagine how bad it gets in South Carolina where they're all polite, but meanwhile stabbing you in the back to your face.
Right. Bless your heart.
A lot of bless your heart going on. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you've got a meeting to get to today.
I get a meeting to get to at 9. By the way, folks, if you are representing a nonprofit, United Way is starting to ramp up its grant process for the year.
Can you talk a little bit about what the United Way does? Because I think it's really important because I recently got reconnected with exactly what it does because I was always like, oh, it's not for us, but they do amazing things in the community.
Yeah, United Way is an umbrella organization that raises money to give away to other organizations. United Way doesn't spend any money directly itself to support a particular program. United Way funds all kinds of organizations, all kinds of programs in some specific areas. For example, I'm in charge of the health funding group on the Community Impact Council, and we review all the grants from folks who somehow work in the health area. But there's education and there's finance and there's a couple of other
so United Way
areas.
Goes after big bucks.
Yeah, because and has small campaigns and everything. I think this year our grant can be as much as $30,000.
Wow.
I think that's what I read.
That's a big boost to some small organizations doing amazing things.
Yeah. So I'll find out at 9:00 this morning if 30,000 was right, and if I'm wrong, I'll tell you on Thursday. Yeah. So United Way is for a lot of people for a lot of different ways. They also have mini grants, which can be $1,000 or $2,000, not the big bucks. And a lot of small organizations, they just need $1,000, $2,000, and they don't exactly want to go through all the rigmarole of the formal grant process. But it's a shorter application process to get that $1,000 or $2,000 that can help with a specific thing.
You hear that, Kelly?
Yeah. The only thing about United Way is you have to show results.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have to use the money for what you say you're going to use it for. And then at the end of the year, you have to show us, okay, you gave us the money for this. This is what we did with it. This is the success we had. Yeah, this didn't quite work out as much as we as much as we wanted.
I feel like that's with every grant process,
It's not a blank check. Well, you know what happened with United Way, and I won't get into it, but United Way money for a lot of organizations, because people came to count on it
Mm-hmm.
in terms of how they used it.
Mm-hmm.
They used it to pay the light bill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And there was no connection. Yes, were we funding? Was the money used to fund the program? Yes, it was, except it was paying the light bill.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't the point. The point was to fund the program. Maybe it's an accounting thing, I don't know, but you have to show United Way that you didn't pay the light bill. You said you were going
You
to help.
built a program.
Right. You said you're going to help 52 people do this. And instead of 52, you did 65.
Yep.
Beautiful. That's what we want to know. So nonprofits out there, be aware we're ramping up.
That's exciting. So if you're looking for some way to fund maybe an amazing idea that you've got within your nonprofit, or maybe it's just infrastructure stuff. You need new tents, you need new tables, you need new this, you need new ways to service your people.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. We tend not to do big capital items, but small programming kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Exciting stuff. All right. I'm going to let you get to your meeting. Also, don't forget about Lunch Break with Hank. He works really hard putting these shows together. We've got new music that is coming to you this weekend. I promise I'm going to be working on some programming stuff. I actually have the time today.
Oh, very good.
So we're going to get that knocked out of the park with new music.
Yes. And this afternoon, I started talking about it yesterday on lunch break, and I'll continue today. Words that you just shouldn't use when you're talking about yourself.
Oh. I'm going to have to check that one out.
Yeah. It's words that you use to try to make yourself sound better that really, no, just don't go there.
There's a new iOS update today with Apple. Hopefully that doesn't blow our app process that we've been working on trying to fix.
By the way, I told you this. I don't know if anyone else has noticed. The app sounds tremendously better on the phone all of a sudden.
Interesting.
And I don't know if it was the last system update or what, but I mean, it always sounded good. It sounds even better now. And I thought Cliff did something.
No, we did. We're working on it, but no, this is a disaster behind closed curtains right now. We're redoing the website. We're redoing all of our apps. We're redoing all of our ways that we come to you because Lemonadio just hit like another benchmark with listeners. So really? I'm really, really excited to see what we're doing.
Can you share?
I can't yet. But we went up in like pricing. So I'll tell you that I got to pay more.
Oh, because more people are listening. Okay.
So I'm not complaining about it at any rate, because yes, we do pay ASCAP, CSAC, BMI, Sound Exchange. Like there's 17 of them.
And Lemonadio, by the way, is a real radio station.
Yes, it is. And it is fully functioning. We've got some amazing people.
You other Cape Cod radio station people, we're real and we're coming for you.
Look at this one, throwing out barbs. You can listen to us, Roku TV, Amazon, Alexa, play Lemonadio radio, and download the apps. Google, we're working on your Google app right now. It's down.
Okay, one more thing, and then I really got to go. When sometimes you ask Alexa to play Lemonadio radio, and she'll give you some radio station in Los Angeles.
Yep.
There's an answer to that, right?
Yes.
How do you fix it?
You just have to say it slower.
Okay.
And separate it a little bit more.
All right.
Alexa, play Lemonadio radio.
Okay.
Separate them. Don't roll them together because all it hears is lemonade.
Right. And that's what happens to me sometimes.
There you go.
And I end up screaming at it, and then it doesn't.
We might even change your call signal. I don't know. We're revamping this thing.
What?
What? Because if the command is too confusing and we get other people getting our credit.
Oh, I see.
We might have to just make our call a little less confusing.
Oh, like I want to listen to the person of the year.
All right, we're leaving. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye, kids. See you later.
Oh, that's still real. I can't believe that. It's weird.